So in this video, we will talk about what we expect to see price do in the following week. The week of August 18 to the 22nd, the third week of August. Currently, it's a Sunday. Market has already opened at 6 p.m. As you can see, this candle printing right over here on the weekly. So what we want to see today is, kind of point out our areas of interest as what we want to see price do in the following week. So as you can see, I have a marker here. This marker here, the reason why I put it down is you can see there is a lot of liquidity down here. And what I mean by that is you can see there's a low that was made here, another low that was made here, another swing low that was made here, and price went above. So every time price comes back down to this level, it rejects back up. So what I want to see is price going to continue up to the upside, as in the previous week it hit all-time highs, or would it come back down and take out these lows right over here? Is it doable? Yes, it is. As you can see, price has been moving the price action has been very volatile and big. So we can expect this to happen next week. I want to quickly open up our calendar to check out what high impact news do we have in the following week, and based off that information we could tell, is price going to have bigger moves or is it going to have smaller moves. Okay, so there is no news tomorrow, which is Monday. So I want to see price not doing too much tomorrow. But we do have news, high impact news on Tuesday. We have high impact news FOMC. Okay, this is a big one on Wednesday. We have news on Thursday and Friday. So we have a lot of news going into next week. So what I expect, again, price could easily come down to this level or even go lower to this imbalance right over here, and then continue higher. So there's a lot of high impact news drivers next week, so we really want to see some big moves happen, and anything can happen when it comes down to price action, especially when there's a lot of red folder news. So that being said, that is good news for us, because it gives us a lot more opportunity to have great trades and catch very big moves and make a lot more money. So that is a good thing. Now let's dive down to our daily candle. This is the new week open right here. This is Friday right here. We made the lows and the highs. Currently price is trading in the middle of the range. This right here is your weekly range. So Monday price opened, closed lower, was a red candle, followed along with a bullish candle. Came back down, and this wick, as you can see, price went up, came back down, went low, came right in back to the weekly midpoint. So tomorrow, again, there is no news, so I don't really expect price to do too much. I prefer not to trade actually when there is no news on Mondays. There is days after that where there is a lot of news, just because the price action is very choppy and not a lot of big moves. So I try to stay away as much as I can, just based on previous experience. It's something where I don't want to jump right into, expect big moves, and then end up losing money. So avoid these days if you can, but don't expect too much out of it, because of the fact that there is no news and there's nothing that can drive this price unless Trump starts to talk. So tomorrow, again, not too worried about what's gonna happen, but the following days after that I'm very, very interested in. So coming back down right here, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A lot of liquidity here, a lot. Okay, so this area I'm gonna highlight here, this block right here, consolidation block, which is also a mitigation block, which means there is a lot of liquidity resting underneath it. Price would come back down right here, as you can see, and reject it and came right back up. So price can come back down here, retest these levels, and we can look for a reversal where price could come back up. Again, this is something that we can see happen, but there's a lot of news, so I want to see what's going to happen. Is this area going to hold? And if it does hold, then we're bullish. But if it does not hold and wants to go lower, then we can see price go all the way down, filling in this imbalance all the way to these lows right over here, with this block right here, okay, to the 21,000s. Mark this green. So this area is our rejection block. We want to see price kind of dive into it, hold that level, reverse potentially, and see move towards the upside. And if it does fail to do that, we want to see price go all the way down to the levels that we highlighted earlier. Coming back down to the 4 hour, we still hold a strong uptrend. We mentioned this uptrend in the previous videos, so currently we are still on a uptrend. So we made lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and higher lows right here. So we want to see if price will hold this trend. On the 4 hour, again, this imbalance right here was filled at the above the 50 point. Imbalance was filled here. Went up, imbalance was filled here. So there is a lot of liquidity resting on each of these levels here. Check this out. And then we're going to come back down. I'm just recording something. So these are levels where we can see price dive into, reverse, or keep going lower, and keep going lower up until this 22,800 mark. So strong support, 22,800. We have resistance, again, not too much at the 24, at the all-time highs. I want to see price, potentially come back lower and retest these areas. We can catch a nice short all the way down here and then see a reversal come back up, or see this area this area fill and go lower. So really going into next week, I want to see what price will do based on the high impact news, where we do have a lot of liquidity on the downside where price can target. So overall, the trend is bullish, but I want to see what price will do for us to know if price is going to go higher, or will it break structure on the downside and go lower. So I'm not really going to have a set bias. However, what price is telling me right now, if it does hold this uptrend that is here, that we can see higher prices. And if not, then we could see lower prices. So I am very neutral, and I want to see what price will do, like I mentioned, in the week ahead. So a couple of things to note going into next week. I will write it down here for you. High impact news. Let me make this a little bigger. Tuesday to Friday. Monday, no news, no trades, no trading for me. And then what we want to see is price holding the uptrend equals bullish. If price breaks the 4 hour uptrend, equal bearish to downside until 22,800s level. So this is basically what my game plan will be going into next week. And I want to see how price will move, and we'll revisit this every day. I will be live streaming and recording my executions and my trades. And if you are following my channel, stay tuned for those live updates to see what the week will play out to be. And we'll revisit these notes again to see what price really did and how accurate we were when it came down to where we see what price wants to do. If you did benefit from this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and follow along with this journey.